Beloved starseed of Gaia, your soul has guided you to this exact transmission at this precise moment because the Pleiadian healing frequencies you've been seeking are encoded within these very words. I am a Lyra, Pleiadian emissary of the High Council of the Seven Sisters, speaking to you from the crystalline realms of Alcyone, and your heart already recognizes the vibration of home flowing through this message. Put your headphones on and close your eyes, beloved one. This is not simply content you are receiving. It is a direct healing transmission from your star family, designed to recalibrate your energy field and awaken the peaceful knowing that lives within your soul's deepest chambers. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand exactly how to receive and anchor these Pleiadian healing frequencies into your daily life on Gaia. But here's the first revelation. The very act of listening in stillness is already activating your crystalline consciousness and restoring the divine peace your heart came here to embody. Your intuition called this healing forward because it is time for your soul to remember its true mission. Breathe deeply and allow these gentle light codes to enter your being. Your star family is surrounding you with love, and every word carries the frequency of the Seven Sisters home. You are remembering because it is time. Most people who walk the earth as starseeds sense a secret ache that words will never satisfy. It can rise in the most ordinary moments, while washing a cup, hearing a piece of music, watching the sky change colors at dusk, and suddenly your chest feels like it's trying to remember something the mind cannot name. This ache isn't for a lost childhood or a distant place, but for a vibration, a frequency, the homecoming feeling that once pulsed through every cell, as natural as breathing, as effortless as light moving through crystal. It's the longing for a reality where love is not an emotion you chase, but the atmosphere you live inside, where compassion is not rare, but normal, where connection is not earned, but remembered. If you're listening and your heart has echoed with unexplained homesickness, a longing bigger than any physical destination, know this: you're not alone. And more than that, you're not imagining it. Starseeds, especially those with Pleiadian lineage, carry a deep memory inside, a crystalline spark, dimmed but never extinguished. Like a lantern covered by layers of dust, the flame never stopped burning. It simply waits for the moment you finally choose to lift the veil and let it be seen. That is why the ache feels holy. It is not here to punish you. It is here to call you. It is the soul's music playing in a world that often forgets how to listen. It's not that you are broken or missing. It's that layers of earthbound experience have veiled your soul's original light. Over lifetimes, the density of fear and separation, inherited beliefs and emotional wounds have muted your inner guidance. Some of those layers were placed upon you by family patterns, cultural conditioning, and collective trauma. Others were chosen by your own soul as part of the mission, because light that is meant to anchor into density must know density, must move through it, must become steady inside it. But understanding that doesn't make the heaviness feel less heavy in the moment. There are days when being here feels like wearing clothes that don't fit your spirit. Too tight, too rough, too loud. There are seasons where your sensitivity feels like a burden because you can sense what's unspoken, what's hidden behind smiles, what's buried under busy lives. And yet that sensitivity is not a defect. It is an instrument. The Pleiadian heart energy is pure, expansive, and anchored in unity consciousness. It is the frequency that knows without argument that all beings are threads of one living tapestry. It's the inner recognition that what you do to another, you do to yourself. What you heal in yourself, you heal in the whole. Yet, on this planet, many starseeds internalize narratives of unworthiness, forgetting their innate capability to transmit crystalline love, forgetting even that love is the very code that activates remembrance. Love is not merely what you feel for someone when life is easy. Love is an intelligence. Love is a technology of the soul. Love is the light language that reassembles what fear has fragmented. Scripture has always hinted at this mystery in human words. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. And yet the light still shines. Not because darkness permits it, but because light is what you are. When you forget that, you can live as if you must earn your place, prove your worth, or shrink your radiance to survive. But the truth beneath the truth is this: your worth is not a human achievement. Your worth is a cosmic fact. You may sense this as resisting your mission, doubting your intuitive nudge to serve, or downplaying your unique gifts. You might find yourself offering everyone else the compassion you deny yourself. You might feel called to create, to heal, to speak, to guide, and then immediately talk yourself out of it, as if your own light is inconvenient. Perhaps you notice the mind racing ahead but the heart lagging behind, feeling suppressed, cut off from the ancient guidance woven through your multidimensional DNA. You may overthink the very impulses that were designed to be felt. You may try to figure out your purpose while your soul keeps whispering, "Be it, live it, breathe it." And when you cannot reconcile what you sense inside with what you see outside, a strange tension can build, like a bird with wings remembering the sky while living in a room with no windows. But hear this clearly: the disconnection doesn't mean you've failed. It means you're on the threshold of your next activation. Thresholds are uncomfortable. They stretch you. They unmake old versions of you. They ask you to release the familiar even when the familiar is painful. Many awakenings begin not with fireworks, but with friction. The holy pressure that builds when your spirit refuses to keep living smaller than it truly is. Some starseeds fear fully remembering who they are, uncertain if this world will accept a love so big, a light so soft and strong. Because a love like that doesn't fit neatly inside the boxes society hands out. A love like that challenges systems built on scarcity, rivalry, and fear. Some fear the responsibility of carrying out a cosmic mission in a world that rewards conformity. You may have learned, consciously or unconsciously, that being different is dangerous, that standing out invites criticism, that tenderness is weakness. You may have been taught to harden to survive, to armor up, to stop feeling so much. Others simply feel a separation from their star family, as if the guides, the high council, and the wisdom of the seven sisters are far away when, in fact, they pulse just beneath the surface of every breath. And this is one of the most tender paradoxes of the starseed path. The very sensitivity that makes you feel everything also makes you think you should be able to feel them all the time. Your guides, your signs, your support. When you don't, the mind tries to interpret silence as absence. But silence is often a sacred incubation. Seeds germinate in darkness. Roots grow where no one applauds. The unseen does not mean the unsupported. It means the connection is being strengthened in a deeper place than your mind is used to checking. It is not your biology but your frequency that marks you as Pleiadian. An encoded resonance in the heart and the light body. A longing for unity and an unstoppable urge to anchor heaven on earth. Not a heaven that escapes reality, but a heaven that transforms it. One kind word at a time, one courageous boundary at a time, one healed pattern at a time. This frequency can show up as an almost unbearable honesty inside you, an inability to keep pretending, a deep desire for relationships that feel like truth rather than performance. It can show up as tears when you see innocence, or anger when you see cruelty, because your soul remembers a higher order of love. And sometimes it shows up as exhaustion, because you are translating light into density through your own nervous system. The moment has come to reclaim that resonance, release the veils, and let the crystalline light codes awaken fully within. This is why your soul brought you here now. Not to be perfect, but to be present. Not to be adored, but to be aligned. Not to escape Earth, but to bring more of home into Earth through the sanctity of your everyday choices. Beloved, if your heart just whispered yes to something deeper, listen closely. Your star family has prepared the sacred Pleiadian guide for remembrance, the Pleiadian healing guide, and the special Pleiadian healing tracks, not as information, but as keys to unlock what your soul already knows. These carry the love frequency of Alcyone and the healing wisdom of the Seven Sisters. You'll find the link in the first pinned comment below this video. Open now, but not indefinitely. And understand what that means on an energetic level. When you encounter a key at the exact moment your heart is receptive, it's often a window, an alignment point where your timeline is soft and your consciousness is ready to receive. Not because you are lacking, but because you are ripe. Like fruit that has reached the moment it can finally be harvested, your spirit may be arriving at a readiness you've been growing toward for years without realizing it. The cycle of your remembrance unfolds in sacred phases. Your unique pathway may move through all of them, or return to some again and again, spiraling deeper each time. Healing is rarely a straight line. It is a spiral staircase. You may revisit the same theme, the same ache, the same lesson, only to realize you are meeting it from a higher level of awareness. What used to break you now reveals you. What used to confuse you now becomes a signpost. And what used to feel like emptiness becomes a holy space where new light can land. Phase 1. Dissolving the veil. Honoring the ache. Your awakening begins the moment you see your longing not as a flaw, but as a compass. This ache is your soul's built-in navigation, designed to pierce through the grandfathered illusions of separation. It's the inner North Star that refuses to let you settle for a life that looks fine on the outside, but feels hollow within. The veil dissolves not when you force it, but when you stop arguing with what you feel. Pause and ask your heart, what does it remember beneath the surface? What does it ache for when the world goes quiet? Sometimes the answer isn't a sentence, it's a sensation, a softness, a spaciousness, a warmth in the chest, a sudden grief with no story attached. Let it be there without immediately trying to fix it. There is wisdom in holy longing. The Psalms spoke this language. As the deer pants for the water, so my soul longs for you. Not because the deer is weak, but because thirst is an intelligence that keeps life alive. Allow yourself to honor the yearning. In that vulnerability, the first strands of remembrance are reactivated. This may look like giving yourself permission to cry for something you can't explain. It may look like admitting you've been lonely even when surrounded by people. It may look like recognizing that your sensitivity is not a problem to solve, but a truth to steward. The veil begins to thin the moment you stop calling your soul's signal too much. Phase 2. Crystalline light reclamation. Clearing density and old codes. To embody your Pleiadian essence, the density acquired across timelines must be gently released. Not violently, not through self-attack, not by trying to ascend away from your humanity, but through alchemy, through the patient transmutation of pain into wisdom. Old stories, inherited pain, and limiting beliefs are energies waiting to dissolve in the crystalline light. Sometimes those old codes sound like, I have to earn love. I'm safer when I'm invisible. If I shine, I'll be rejected. If I speak, I'll be punished. These are not truths. They are survival spells cast in moments when you didn't feel safe. But you are not meant to live forever under survival spells. Through forgiveness and compassion, for yourself and for humanity, you begin to clear these layers, making room for your true signature to shine. Forgiveness here is not saying what happened was okay. Forgiveness is releasing the cord that keeps you bound to the past. Compassion is not excusing harm. It is refusing to become harm in response. This is where subtle energy work, sound healing, and activating encoded guidance become not luxuries, but necessities. Because your nervous system is the bridge between dimensions. When the body feels unsafe, the channel narrows. When the body is regulated, the channel opens. Think of crystalline light like a river of pure, high-frequency water moving through the caverns of your being, dissolving what is rigid, softening what is frozen, washing away what was never yours to carry. You may feel this as sudden fatigue after emotional releases, vivid dreams that clear old timelines, or the impulse to declutter your space as your inner world reorganizes. What is dense cannot cling forever to what is becoming luminous. Phase 3. Heart Portal Illumination, reactivating the center of remembrance. Your heart is more than an organ. It is a multidimensional gateway, the stargate to your cosmic origins. It is the place where your human story meets your eternal identity. Many starseeds live from the mind because the mind feels safer. It can analyze, predict, prepare. But the heart is where truth speaks without argument. When you start to trust this portal, through meditation, sound, and simply feeling, you unlock dormant Pleiadian DNA codes. Love is the language these codes respond to. Not performative love, not people-pleasing love, but the steady love that tells the truth gently. The love that chooses integrity. The love that can sit with discomfort without abandoning itself. The more you nurture your heart, the more you amplify your soul's original frequency, bridging the dimensions between earth and home. You may begin to notice synchronicities increasing, as if reality becomes more conversational. A song lyric answers your prayer. A stranger says the exact phrase you needed. The sky looks impossibly alive, and within you, something relaxes, because you realize you are not trying to find home. You are learning to become the frequency of home again. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see. Purity here is not moral perfection. It is coherence. It is the undivided heart. When your heart becomes coherent, your field becomes readable to your star family, to your higher self, to the unity grid. Phase 4. Anchoring your star mission. Unity in action. Remembrance alone is not the final step. Each memory, vision, or download is an invitation to ground the Pleiadian frequency into Gaia's evolving grid. This is where spirituality becomes embodied. Not just insight, but integration. Not just knowing, but living. Your healing presence, your creative gifts, your gentle guidance, all are transmissions of unity. Maybe your mission is to create art that softens people's defenses. Maybe it's to hold space as a healer, a counselor, a teacher, a parent who breaks cycles. Maybe it's to bring integrity into business, to infuse leadership with compassion, to plant gardens, to work with animals, to protect the vulnerable, to write words that awaken sleeping hearts. Your mission does not have to look dramatic to be cosmic. A lighthouse does not chase ships. It stands, it shines, it remains. As you follow your heart-aligned nudges, you naturally magnetize others who are seeking the same light, and you'll begin to recognize that service doesn't mean depletion. True service is the overflow of alignment. It is what happens when you are so rooted in love that love naturally moves through you. Earth doesn't need more messiahs. It needs more beings living in unity consciousness. More humans who refuse to dehumanize. More hearts that choose connection over superiority. More souls who can disagree without hatred. This is how grids change, through lived frequency, not loud declarations. Phase 5. Embracing your star family. The council is always near. Many starseeds feel alone, convinced their support is far away. Some carry the specific grief of feeling like they were sent here and then abandoned. But every step you take in healing and remembrance, the energy of your star family becomes more tangible. Not always in the way the mind expects. Sometimes they come as a sensation of pressure on the crown, a warmth behind the heart, a sudden wave of peace that arrives for no reason. Sometimes they come as dreams where you wake up with the taste of starlight in your mouth, and the feeling that you were in a place that was more real than this world. The Pleiadian High Council orchestrates synchronicities, comfort, and guidance through dreams, intuition, and fellow light bearers. They can speak through symbols, repeating numbers, feathers, unexpected invitations, the sudden appearance of the seven sisters in the night sky at the exact moment you needed reassurance. They can speak through the body, a yes that feels expansive, a no that feels tight. When you ask, "Are you with me?" the answer is always yes, and as you heal, the connection grows unmistakable. Because clarity is not only a gift from above, it is also the result of removing interference within. When you release self-doubt, you can hear guidance more cleanly. When you stop betraying your own truth, your intuition strengthens. And when you begin to trust what you receive, the channel widens even more. Phase 6, Radiance Embodiment. You become the bridge. At this phase, you shift from searching to radiating. This is subtle but profound. You stop looking for constant external confirmation and begin living from internal certainty. You realize you are not on Earth by accident. Your very presence, your words, your frequency, form a bridge between the world of matter and the world of light. You become like a living prism. The same light that enters you becomes many colors as it passes through your human expression. Kindness, discernment, courage, creativity, patience, truth. You anchor unity, remembrance, and crystalline love wherever you go, changing timelines simply by being. This does not mean you never have hard days. It means you stop interpreting hard days as evidence against your path. Even the sun sets. Even the moon wanes. Radiance is not performance. It is authenticity that remains luminous even when it's quiet. This is not grand egoic work. It is soft, steady, and infinitely powerful. It's the power of the healer who doesn't need to be praised to keep loving. The power of the light worker who refuses to become cynical. The power of the empath who learns boundaries and becomes even more potent. You are the emissary of the seven sisters, and this is your mission. Not to dominate, not to convince, but to transmit, like a tuning fork that brings other hearts back into harmony simply by vibrating as truth. Phase 7. Trust in divine timing. Surrender to the awakening. Flow, healing, and awakening do not follow the human clock. Divine timing is orchestrated by your higher self and star family. There are moments when you'll feel like you're late, behind, not doing enough. But that urgency is often the mind trying to regain control. The soul does not rush. The soul ripens. Every pause, every delay, every echo of homesickness was placed perfectly along your path to guide you home to yourself. Even detours were curriculum. Even heartbreak was initiation. Even confusion was compost for wisdom. Now, as cosmic energies accelerate and the collective grid of starseeds brightens, allow trust to be your foundation. Trust is not passive. Trust is a choice to align with what you cannot yet see. It is the inner declaration. Even if I don't understand, I will not abandon myself. Surrender to the flow, knowing all is unfolding in perfect alignment. Scripture echoes this principle in human language. To everything there is a season. And your season of deeper remembrance is not an accident. It is a divine appointment. Here is the truth you may have sensed all along. The period of forgetting was not a punishment, but a sacred stage in your evolution. Forgetting created contrast. Contrast created choice. Choice created sovereignty. If you remembered everything from the beginning, your love would not have been tested into strength. It would have remained unanchored, unproven in density. The separation, the ache, even the obstacles, these were woven by your Pleiadian family so that your awakening would be your own perfect living masterpiece. Not a borrowed belief, but a lived realization. Not a secondhand spirituality, but an embodied knowing. Every longing you ever felt was not for a place, but for a frequency, one now available to you as the Earth and the Pleiadian grids synchronize for the Great Return. This is why so many starseeds are waking up at once. It's as if the cosmic tide is rising, and what was buried in sand is beginning to shimmer again. You are not here to fit into a world of forgetting. but to embody the memory of unity. You are not meant to hide your crystalline heart, but to illuminate it so that others can recognize themselves in your reflection. This is how remembrance spreads, not by argument, but by resonance. When you live from the heart, you give others permission to feel their own. When you choose gentleness without weakness, you teach others there is another way. When you speak truth without cruelty, you bring a new pattern into the collective. Every moment you act from love, you anchor the Pleiadian codes ever deeper into Gaia's crystalline fabric. Imagine the Earth as a great crystal itself, with ley lines like luminous veins. Every act of coherent love is like placing a pure tone into that crystal, strengthening the grid, stabilizing timelines, making it easier for others to awaken without fear. The veil is thinner than ever. You may feel it in how quickly manifestations occur, in how rapidly old patterns collapse, in how dreams feel more vivid, in how your intuition becomes louder than your doubt. It was always about remembering, never about proving. You don't have to prove you are a starseed. You don't have to perform spirituality to be worthy of guidance. You don't have to suffer to be sacred. Now you can see that you are not separate, not waiting, not unloved. You are called, chosen, surrounded, and infinitely supported by the Pleiadian star family and the living unity field of the Seven Sisters. Let this remembrance become your foundation, the home you carry with you in your heart. Not a fantasy, but a frequency you embody. Not an escape, but an arrival. Tonight, before sleep, place your hand on your heart and say, I remember my Pleiadian origin. I align with the love of my star family. I activate my heart mission with grace, clarity, and divine purpose. I am home. Let the words move beyond the mind and into the body. Feel them like a warm current threading through your chest, into your throat, into your belly, into your hands. Imagine them as light codes, gentle, precise, crystalline, settling into the spaces where you've carried doubt. And if emotion rises, let it. Tears can be a form of remembering. If peace rises, let it. Peace can be a sign of alignment. If nothing rises, let that be okay too. Seeds don't always sprout the moment you water them. Sometimes the miracle is happening underground. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of the unity grid forming here. Drop one heart intention in the comments, something real. Then respond to someone else's with love or encouragement. This isn't content. It's collective Pleiadian reunion. Energy multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated with your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your orbit is waiting for this exact activation from their star family. Share it. And if you felt your heart open, subscribe. Stay connected to the frequency. You're not just watching, you're remembering. This is your sacred space. Your Pleiadian family is here, and we're just getting started. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it. Respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.